Okay, it's Tuesday morning. Out here working, doing some concrete work. Pouring this dumpster pad back here, which is a pretty big dumpster pad actually. They're just putting in some grade stakes. So right now we are waiting on concrete to show up.
Morning, Tim. And the concrete here. Away we go.
First truck's empty, second truck's here. And that's how you pour 12.5 yards of concrete in less than an hour. All right, old man's putting the finishing touches on this job, and then we're off to the next job. There you go.
Look at me in my jacket. Are you filming me or the jackhammer?
Yes. I panned down, okay? Very poor at this.
Now we're going to ride. Okay, let's talk about this evening because it hasn't gone at all how I thought it was going to. Number one, we rode the Kawasaki, which you saw. It's still oozing oil. out of this side of the valve cover. Matt's coming to check that out for me, so we'll see what we can figure out with that. Number 2, rode my bike and definitely didn't feel like an all-star. When the last time I rode, which was probably 2 weeks ago, I felt pretty damn good. Now I am feeling like a total squid again, total noob. As you saw in that footage, there was all sorts of mistakes everywhere. I kept dabbing my foot. I couldn't. Part of it, I think, was that the track is extremely dry again. I mean, we got a little bit of rain before I went out there, and I thought we actually got more than we did, but apparently we didn't. So it was, yeah, really dry. The bike, for some reason, didn't want to start. Not really sure why. Just adjusted the valves, thought we were cool. So I'm going to take this back down and check everything over one more time and see where we're at here. Because yeah, I don't know why it didn't want to start. That was weird. And it seemed to have like a knock or something. Not like a knock, like a tick. It hit a tick, which is really weird too. I don't get it. So, anywho, going to take this down here while I'm waiting for Matt and see if I can figure out what the hell's going on with it. And who knows, maybe we'll get it to start tonight, maybe not. Really glad you got that. This ain't good, Matt.
I think you're righteously fucked.
With both of them.
More so this one.
I was say, at least I have the parts for this one. All right, let's cover what we've discovered here. Should we start with the Honda or the Kawasaki?
We'll go with the Kawasaki.
All right, well.
Maybe 30 PSI compression warm and 0 cold.
So the Kawasaki's got next to no compression, and it builds pressure in the head because we think we're getting blow-by. So, which really doesn't freaking surprise me, because that kid I bought it from was such a damn hillbilly. But I guess that would probably mean we should probably take that head off and see if we can replace that piston. So I guess I need to see about a top end kit for that, a fucking piston kit for that tonight. Luckily, we're still low enough in the money. We're getting close to the point of, like, if we don't stop soon, we're not going to make a bunch, but we still have some money to be able to make it. Now let's move over to the Honda here. So remember I said my bike was making a noise when I rode it? Well, figured that out. I don't know if you guys can see this here. We'll try and get in here. Let's see. Come on, focus. Focus in there. Okay, so see that? There's supposed to be a shim there, and that's supposed to be perfectly round. What ended up happening was the shim fell out. Now, thank God we got lucky, right, Matt? Very lucky. The shim actually fell all the way down the motor, got caught in the oil screen. So we were golden on that. However, I rode it enough, it fucked up the valve spring keeper. Is that what that's called?
Yeah, something like that.
Is it the key? No, the keeper is the little pieces.
Yeah, it's whatever it sits in.
Yeah, whatever the keepers sit in there, it goes on the top of the spring. Yeah, the top head of the valve. That is fucked up. Now, I do have extras of those, and I do have an extra head gasket. So what I got to do is pull the head off of this and change that, which I'm not doing tonight. So basically, I'm going to have to get a gasket kit. We're going to have to rebuild a Kawasaki motor. And I'm gonna have to change that valve keeper. This has been an absolutely horrible evening. Grand scheme, not a huge deal, but this has been a horrible evening.
Could have been worse. The shim could have fallen in your cam chain.
Or ended up in the crank area.
With the cam chain.
With the cam chain. Yes. So it could have been worse. I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. And hopefully tomorrow is better.